Alright, lots of side quests to do. Just jump into that.
Godspeed, citizen.
Il est salué par ailleurs uniquement dans la Gazette. Allons, qui n'a pas sa Gazette? Vous aurez appris les dernières nouvelles avant tout le monde dans la Gazette. Hé, l'ami, on cherche à s'informer par ici. Et je suis là, l'ami. Viens, tu dis-je. Tu dois lire ça. Moi-même, je n'y croyais pas. Va, dis toi, là.
Okay. Let's see. We got some stuff to do. We can always start Dead King. These are all the missions. Let's do just full of duelers. Le Noir. French crown jewels. Where are we? We're right here.
Ah, my friend. Hello. Cheer. Conscience, l'argent n'est pas un problème, c'est le temps. Non, mais on est chaud, on va. Right now. You knew this was coming, and now you owe me. What gives you the right? Oh, so that's your answer? I'll show you what I'm serious. We'll see how you... Appelez la garde! C'est un tueur! J'imagine que vous trouvez ça drôle. Ça, c'est bien.
I feel like I should get a reward whenever I save one of you clowns. Alright. It seems like it happens a lot. A lot. Seems like it happens a lot. A lot. A lot.
S'il continue, il demande.
How am I doing on ammo? Always need more ammo, right? Oh. Oh, and while I'm here, might as well get paid, right?
Come here, citizen. Can I help you?
Sleep well, sir. Eight, 9. Damn.
Ah, full purse again.
Something wrong, monsieur?
These numbers don't add up.
With Madame Bertin's costumes on the rack, we're sure to draw a more fashionable crowd.
Dun 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 dun. Ba-da-da-da-da-da.
Boss wants to see you, Gates. Make this easy on yourself. Tell me.
Un autre client vient vous satisfaire. Tout de même particulièrement hideux. Madame. Une condition passée, les gars.
Mes marchandises vous plaisent-elles?
Livraison à faire. Livraison à faire longtemps.
Un homme comme on en voit peu.
Bien trouver une solution. Ce murmureux sur ta gauche, visage, des cheveux violents.
Gaspillez.
De quoi peut-il s'agir?
J'ai toujours préféré.
Vous aurez appris les dernières nouvelles avant tout le
Calme-toi,
monde
voyons.
dans la Gazette.
J'imagine que c'est donc.
Restons-en là.
Je parle pour moi.
Tout allait bien.
Et c'est donc des gros.
What's up, madam?
Here.
Fistful of dough.
I am the Chevalier d'Eon.
What,
Master
you're a man?
swordsman, diplomat, and sometimes spy. Do not be confused by my attire. I simply prefer to clothe myself in female garb.
It is a little confusing.
You are an assassin. I'm hoping you can help me, but first, I'd like to ensure that you're the man for the job. There are several swordsmen who will test your acumen. Challenge each of them and draw first blood. And watch you don't step on my dress.
Okie dokie.
Les gens sont fous. Je verrai accélérer votre
But of course, my friend, a duel it is.
I'll serve as a second to both of you.
The real patriots!
Stop.
A hit. Well fought. You are the victor. We have a champion.
Quelque chose les agite, mais quoi? Je parie qu'il avale.
We have a champion, and his name is Arno Dorian.
Oh my. A duelist.
A duelist we are.
How amusing.
Yes.
This man will judge the hits. I have an appointment presently, but this shan't take much time.
Moderate belt.
Enough! Leave me alone!
Come back, coward.
He just ran. Like, screw this, I'm out of here.
You knew this was coming, and now...
Cet homme passe sa vie sur les gars.
Les gens du commun résistent mal à leurs instincts.
Duel you? Preposterous. Oh, very well.
I will oversee the contest. He who draws first blood wins.
I could use a bit of practice.
Damn traitor!
The challenger wins.
I will not yield.
You're dead, dude. Sorry, didn't mean to actually kill you.
Il risque la chute à chaque instant.
Les drames que j'ai vu se nouer n'ont rien rassuré.
Get the bastard!
C'est fabuleux.
Funny, says there's a door here. I don't see a door.
N'est-ce pas le privilège des gens civilisés que de vivre des mauvais
A word, brother?
Let's see it done then.
Moi, les enfants.
What the hell? I'll get you!
Damn. We'll try again. Damn. Alright, try again. My timing's a little off. There we go.
Here.
Quelques réussites impressionnantes.
Maintenant, où va-t-il donc? Hey!
Zig and a zag.
C'est presque ce qu'il nous a dit. C'est presque ce qu'il nous a dit.
Ne les laissez pas se cacher.
Bonjour,
Speak.
I accept your challenge, upstart. A duel it is. I shall be your second,
Call me
Alphonse.
upstart.
I'll adjudicate. I was first in my class at the School of Gentlemen Cadets. Indeed he was, and well deserved. I want you vermin out! Take that! I shall never yield!
Stop, this is highly irregular.
You can't defeat Alphonse!
I didn't kill him. They kind of asked for it. Oh my gosh. Get me out of here. Now you? Really? Alright.
Surprised? As a final test, you must match yourself against the best.
I'll adjudicate.
I am one of Europe's greatest swordsmen. Or swordswomen, for that matter. Bravo! You have bested the best. You need bend your knee to no one, man or woman.
Still looks like old. Okay. Wait, what? Okay, there's a murder mystery here. Barbara of Seville. We can do that. The greatest escapist. Yeah, let's go do the murder mystery real quick.
C'est comme ça qu'il s'entraîne. Ça n'a rien d'ordinaire. Ah, un client. Splendide.
Et 2 caisses de cartouches.
Tell me where the money's hidden. Look,
Yeah, big boy, you owe me.
Merci. Oh oui, merci beaucoup.
Après 30 ans de service.
The body of a man around 40 years old lying on the ground with his slashed throat. There is a calling card in one of his pockets. The incomparable Alberto, lead actor, theater, troupe of Amiens. Let's see. A bloody handbill advertising a production of the Barber of Seville at 14 Rue de Bellamy. Bellamy. Made you look.
Hélas aussi inégalement partagée.
Étrange manière de faire de
Peu importe les titres qu'ils se donnent, ils n'ont Dieu que pour leur propre affaire.
Plus sage en effet.
A pile of costumes of the Barber of Seville. There is a list of costumes. Nina, the poor student costume, is missing. Table is covered with props. There's a list of all the props needed for play. The Barber's razor is missing. Next to Ficarone's trailer, a smoldering fire sat among the ashes. There is some burnt clothing. The original color is black. Four, 5, 6.
One more time through, please.
Figaro.
My name
Who
is
was
Pascal.
it you were speaking so intently with
Generally
just there?
play second lead, although frankly I'm a superior actor.
He is very
Barto's the leader of the troupe, so he casts himself as first lead.
First
He
has a very
lead.
pleasing.
He can barely remember his lines.
Very
Likes
pleasing, I
to
assure
mix
you.
it up with the
Very
actresses
pleasing.
as well.
He has one great failing, which I
Unprofessional.
fear will
He's not well
his
liked.
advantage.
A failing,
Laurent,
did you
in
say,
point of
Figaro?
fact,
What
hates it.
failing could
Laurent's a
such
bit of a
one
turd
have?
himself.
He is in love.
Good. Stop there. Where are other actors?
Errez à l'aventure, à la merci des loups. Désormais, la nature doit prendre soin de vous. Voici ma dernière heure. Adieu, pauvre troupeau.
I'm Rose. I've been acting with the troupe for some time. I'm married to Laurent. I'm worried about him. Neither he nor our lead actor have shown up today. But if he does arrive, don't let him see you talking to me. He's very, very jealous.
À l'écho solitaire, va compter ses regrets. 12 oiseaux de ses rives, pleurez, Tircis est mort.
I am the actor Ficaron, loved by all from Marseille to Ghent. We have a tight-knit theatre troupe here. We all get along very nicely, although, well, Pascal can be difficult and argues endlessly with Bartol. But nothing serious. What do you ask?
Plus belle qu'un beau jour. Une jeune bergère.
Still missing a couple of clues. Oh, there's one. I don't have the rookie. The kind with 3 meats on it. Fine at Rosie's trailer. Don't worry, Rose. Both of your problems will be taken care of. Ooh. Rose, my delectable pastry. Meet me tonight at our usual place. Please, no protestations this time. Remember, I can give you all the leading roles Or if you're not accommodating, no rules at all. Compassionate clever Barto. I'm fine. I'm fine. Whatever's fine. I don't care. We're shut. So is that the only other? Is it really only 2 of 2 locations? No, there's a third location. Where is it?
I'm Rose. I've been acting with the troupe for some time. I'm married to Laurent. I'm worried about him. Neither he nor our lead actor have shown up today. But if he does arrive, don't let him see you talking to me. He's very...
Don't tell me the third location's a secret location. Let's go over the case study, what we got so far. That one's done. And that one. There we go. Body of a man around 40 years old, lying on the ground, slashed up. There's a calling card going in the pocket. So it says that he is Bart. Bloody handbill advertising production of the Brazil. Found at Rose's trailer. Don't worry, Rose. Both of your problems will be taken care of. All of costumes for the Barber of Seville. There's a list of costumes needed. Missing. Smoldering fire inside among the ashes. There is some burnt clothing. The original color appears to be black. Table is covered with props. There's this meeting with razor. Found at Rose's trailer. Rose, my delectable pastry. Meet me tonight at our usual place. Please, no protestations this time. Remember, I can give you all the leading roles. Or if not accommodating at all, no rules. Bardo. Claims everyone in the troop gets along well. Notes exception Pascal and Barto would argue a lot. Can't find Pascal. Plays second lead. Claims to be a better actor than Bardo, the first lead. Knows that Bardo is the troop's leader. Claims Bardo has affairs with Laurent hates Barto. Worried that he hasn't returned. Wants me not to let him see. So we gotta find this other guy.
Come here, you maggot! I'll grind your bone to spines of powder!
Bleeding bastard! Die! Oh, that's your guts! This is my patriotic duty! There's no way out, mate!
Because I don't. Hey, Marcus, what's up? Who's up with this?
Seigneur Dieu, par pitié, laissez-moi partir.
What you been into, dude? You know, I really thought the cat comes in here because she doesn't. Oh. Did I get your text yesterday? No, well, I don't know. Probably not. I had my identity stolen today. It sucked. Oh yeah, I got the logos. Those are pretty cool. Those are pretty cool. Not going to lie. Those are pretty cool. Yeah, it does suck. Wish there was a way to catch the bastard. He lives in Georgia somewhere.
You're holding out on me?
All my money's gonna be frozen for like 10 days. Where would...
Il est resté trop longtemps à la taverne. Allons. Find some time to get them to you. Okay, man. Oh,
I don't know what I'm going to do with them, but I'll think it's something. What made you come up with that? Decide to go do all that.
You're no passe.
Merci bien.
Yeah. Injured that guy in the face.
Bartow the actor? I rent him a room upstairs for his discreet encounters. This evening, he arrived with a bouquet and said a young lady would soon follow. I went out back briefly. When I returned, I found these flowers scattered in a trail out into the street. Then a man dressed in shabby black robes, you know, like a poor student, came running down the stairs and out the door. Very odd. Nothing bad has happened, I hope.
Hopefully I get my PS5 soon, because I really want to play GT7. Ah, he's dead too. Body of a man slumped into a chair with his throat slashed. There is a calling card in his pocket. Laurent Doré, second lead theater troupe. A bloody razor. What am I to do? Laurent struck me again, and then again. Doug confessed about Bartow. Now he's going to the love nest in the cafe to surprise him. He's taking the razor. I fear the worst. Oh, I missed it. I missed it. The Barber Seville established production, the theater troupe of Amiens.
La création de l'Assemblée constituante.
I went out back briefly. When I returned, I found these flowers scattered in a trail out into the street. Then a man dressed in shabby black robes, you know, like a poor student, came running down the stairs and out the door.
Huh. So... Claims Bardo arrived with a bouquet. Said a woman would arrive soon. Cafe owner left briefly. Upon return, found its scattered flowers. Also saw a man dressed in black robe. A poor student running down the stairs. Door. Don't worry, Rose. Both your problems will take care. Claims to be better actor than Bardo. Claims that Brent hates Bardo. Well, they're both dead. No, I did not. I've not talked to Michael or seen Michael, and I didn't go to the funeral. Been like super busy with work and stuff.
Un homme bien étrange.
You?
En voilà un par contre, dont la bourse est bien rebondie.
I mean, I'm assuming you didn't go to the funeral either. But have you talked to Michael?
Where are the valuables? I'll tear this place apart.
On dirait qu'il se passe quelque chose.
Offered taken. Not the school boy.
I am the actor Ficaron, La Paole from Marseille to Ghent. We have a tight-knit theatre troupe here. We all get along very nicely, although, well, You are a clever man. It was my finest role. I waited until Laurent killed Barthaud. Then I killed Laurent. Any man who has a sister would do the same.
Got it. But no, man, I've been trying to go nowhere, as little as possible.
Ah, hello. So delightful to see the man who put me here, where I have no audience.
Actors. I'd give them all the chop if I had my druthers. See what you like.
Trying my best not to get sick, and I hope everybody understands, dude. Like,
having trouble?
Bums, because I want to go and I want to be supportive and stuff, but at the same time, it's like you don't know who's been interacting with who and where they've been, and so working home, trying to play it as safely as possible, you know. Let's go get this viewpoint, and then we will do some more of them side quests around the other side.
I don't think I know you. Answer the bloody question. You look like a royalist.
Yeah, I know. You and Ellie both had it.
Get the mongrel!
And everybody's been reacting differently to it, you know? And a lot of people that I work with think it's like some sort of made-up virus or something. But I ain't taking no chances.
Here we go. You know the rules. Right here.
It's definitely weird. Yeah. That guy. What's that guy's problem? Parkour! Parkour! Why am I going up? Probably a bad idea. Oh, yeah. Is this the Bastille, or is this that? I think this is the Bastille.
Things? Clever bastard. Next time. No. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. You putz. Maybe there's another way up.
Somebody else want some? Alright. While we're here, let's go ahead and get this chest. Yeah. Unlock. That's good. Okay, I feel like we're getting closer. Here we go.
Patriots will die!
How am I going to miss that? Alright, there we go. We're good. We're good. Now to jump in the hole. I thought he was gonna... He should have a concussion. He should have hit his head on the end of that. Whatever. Ooh, an initiate's chest. But that's the one with Ezio's secret thing in there. Definitely not knocked out. No, But he should have hit his head on the end of the basket. You know? What do you think, Orly? How'd it turn out?
Refuse de faire confiance aux hommes qui nous gouvernent.
Il avait attenté à ta vertu. Il n'est pas dit qu'une femme mettra la main sur Jean-Christophe.
Qui veut des belles cocardes?
Years ago, when I escaped from the Bastille, I left behind the rope ladder I fashioned from twine and firewood. It's famous now, but the Bastille's guarded because of the looting. Could you, citizen, retrieve my rope and bring it back? It's somewhere in that vast edifice. You'll have to get the location from the quartermaster.
Damn. So I guess I'm going back into the Bastille. After I thought I just got out. Good. All I gotta do is steal it from it? That I can do.
You can't stop us.
Well, or I can just kill him.
So slow. You're like molasses. You're going nowhere, corpse.
Tu as envie de rencontrer l'exécuteur, scélérat.
What you doing?
Being cool.
Is that what they're calling it nowadays?
Yeah. What you doing?
Contemplating chopping off my hand, but you know that's nothing new.
Oh, what's wrong with your hand?
I tore cartilage in it, and I got a shot in October, I think,
Yeah,
and it wore off in December. I go Tuesday to get another shot, but the swelling is causing carpal tunnel.
What's that?
So I'm just like taking the arm first. But not really, because it's my dominant hand.
So how did my avatar turn out?
What is it wearing on its head?
Supposed to be a hat.
It just looks like you're missing hair.
Yeah.
But besides that, it looks good.
It's like a missing hair. What's that?
I've just never seen hats on those before, so I wasn't expecting it to look like that.
Well, the only guide I can find is to make a hat out of hair.
Mm.
Because they don't have accessories in the program yet.
That's a shame.
Yeah. But I made the beard, and I made the glasses, and I made that.
Yeah.
The glasses are made out of hair, too.
Okay, then.
Yep. Yep, that was definitely a thing. Oh, did I? Then I was in there. Go in the hole. Oh no. I don't have to worry about that one. I don't think he knows what that is. Yeah.
Do any of them actually ever know what they're doing? Especially the first few. How's work been going?
Terrible.
I'm sorry. You guys busy?
I've been getting my ass handed to me. Yeah. Not enjoyed it.
Thank you, my friend. It makes a fine memento.
We actually beat this game yesterday.
What?
I was gonna play Syndicate today, but I need to set up streaming PC. It's kind of. But yeah, I beat Unity yesterday. All I'm doing is side questing.
You guys getting any fun weather down there?
Cold.
How cold?
Not as cold as it is up there, but it's cold enough for me. I think it was 28 last night.
What are you saying?
28.
Who are the revolutionaries?
When I wake up in the morning, it will be, feels like, of -25.
See, I don't want that either. But it normally doesn't get that cold down here.
No, it doesn't get this cold here. But it's up near the Illinois-Iowa border. It's gonna get close to -30.
Yeah, it's gonna get colder here this coming week because of the Greenland Arctic wind.
Odd, but okay.
Which means you're gonna freeze to death.
I had to walk to my campus cafeteria, which is like a 2-minute walk, but it felt like it took forever today just because of how freaking cold it was, and it was snowing. But it was worth it because I had some bomb pot roast. You can't go wrong with for pot roast.
No, you can't go wrong with
I mean, you can.
No, you can't.
But that's fair. But it was a real good pot roast, and I was happy.
I gotta be honest, I don't. Yeah, isn't it
I don't
funny?
like when people make it dry.
Well, that's the thing. I think it's a texture thing, and it's usually dry for me. Like, I love like the sirloin, the ribs, the T-bone, you know what I'm saying? All the different cuts, but I don't like roast.
Pierre Beaumarchais, playwright, diplomat, and bon vivant. I'm told you can.
But to be fair, I don't like chitlins either. I like almost
are
every other
oppressing
part
new
of the pig.
plays, including one of mine. They've paid a critic to give it a bad review, planning to censor the production itself. Could you steal the review before it goes to press and then suppress?
You like this better than Face Rig Raccoon?
I actually do kind of like it a lot more.
Because if you guys really do like it more, I want to buy me one of those Leap Motion controllers. They're like $80.
I wanted to like set up a VTuber, and then my computer's like, no, that's a virus.
No, what's a virus? No, VC?
Yeah, it tried to say VC Face was a virus. I'm like, no, and it wouldn't let me run it.
Ah.
That's stupid Microsoft, I swear.
Well, I'm running VC Face on Microsoft. Weird.
Yeah, it might be something with the Surface, because I have a Surface Pro. Basically, it didn't like it. And I was like, oh, this is great, because I have a really good camera built into that thing.
Yeah.
It should work well. No. No, you're not.
I'm sorry. That's what I'm using it. I designed the character in what is it, B-Roid?
People love to read about
something like that.
And yeah, I'm using VC Face. And Tech's making a realistic.
Tech is making one?
He's making me a realistic figure.
How do you think that's going to turn out?
That's why I went ahead and made this one. But yeah, so I guess what he's doing is he's using Make Human, which is like a 3D rendering, like realistic human character type deal. And he's going to put it in Unity and then turn it into VRM file to make it work with V-Face.
Interesting.
Yeah. We'll see how it works out. But the video capture on this is way better than Face Rig, so.
I have 2 streamer friends who use it, and it works really well.
Yeah, I almost decided to use Luppet, and then there's another one. And the reason I was going to use the other one is because when I'm using the keyboard, so like when I'm using the keyboard, it'll show my character typing on a virtual keyboard. And when I'm using the mouse, it'll show him using a virtual mouse. Same with the controller, I guess. But this one has that leap move controller, and I was planning on buying it, and that way you can see my fingers and I can move my hands and it can move my hands and arms realistically, you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah. I get what you mean.
And I didn't want... It's so hard to find, like, male assets for VTubing. Even the guys are being pretty girls. And I just wasn't having it. I don't want to be a pretty girl.
Time to clear the old windpipes.
Nobody ever knew I was there. Which means I get paid a whopping 400. That was too easy of a quest. But hey, what you gonna do? Boop-a-doo.
Shouldn't that tech guy be around sometime today?
That's what I was thinking. Because I was going to ask him how to... There was another hat that I loaded into Unity, and I was going to ask him to export it to DRM so that I could put it on this character. So I can just put normal hair on this character and then just put a hat over. But no! He didn't answer my phone call. I don't know what's up.
Last night I talked to him. Didn't his son have COVID or something?
Yeah.
Well, I pinged him. Let's see if he appeared.
But he's out of lockdown again. He's going back to work Monday? Tomorrow?
I started working in the financial aid office this week at my school. It's a lot of fun. I do files. I sit at a desk. I'm not dealing with people. I love it.
Yeah, I do love not dealing with people in public anymore.
The most I have to do is I have to make phone calls.
I have to talk with my coworkers. That's about it.
My coworkers, there's 3 student workers, and we're all rotational based, so we never actually interact with each other. So there's just my 2 bosses I see every so often.
Mon cher ami, have you heard of the Crimson Rose? He goes by the name of Sir Reginald and pretends to be a bit of a twit, but he's quite brilliant at helping people escape the guillotine. I'm suspicious of him. I'd like you to integrate yourself by saving him from an ambush.
What ambush?
The one that's about to take place at his home, the Hôtel Fiaubé. Save him, and in gratitude, he may well admit you to his secret league.
Okay. By the way, yes. If you're just tuning in, you heard right. This woman right here is actually a dude.
Where are the valuables? I'll tear this place apart and find them anyway. Tell me, and I'll let you live.
Par le ciel, mais cet homme est un meurtrier!
Allez! Un meurtrier, prends la fuite!
Du fond du cœur, merci. Je prierai pour vous.
That sucks, man. I wish I could buy you a computer.
For what I need my computer for, it works. But yeah, for like games and stuff, it sucks. Like, it gets really warm just running The Sims.
Yeah, like, no, I wish I could like afford gaming, like an affordable gaming PC, not like a boss game.
I wouldn't know what to do with it. I'd just look at it and be like, yeah, this is nice. And my friend from Florida, I just sent her a picture of it snowing, and she's like, Sky Coke. As in Sky Cocaine.
Have you ever seen that Deadpool commercial where he's like Bob Ross and he's painting the different paintings and he's painting the snow thing? He's like, oh, I just love that white powder. Reminds me of the good old days. I could just rub my face with white powder right now. Ryan Reynolds.
The Crimson Rose and his league saved my dear uncle from the...
Are you here to meet with Sir Richard? Want to join the Crimson League, yes? Good man.
The Crimson League? I may be a member. Not about to say.
Everything all right, my friend?
An ambush? I cannot be apprehended just as my plans are coming together. You, sir, if you help me hold them off, you shall have my gratitude.
After him, men! Kill that Crimson Rose!
Shall we play a fun game of how many times can I ping Tech before he answers?
Yes.
You're moving out on me.
Well done. You seem the sort of fellow I could use in my organization.
You should absolutely.
In the future.
Alright, we protected the Crimson Rose.
You're gonna come in here all mad and be like, well, Stan told me to do it.
What?
This.
What'd you do?
What is currently happening in your Discord server.
He's not even logged into Discord. He's not gonna see that.
Son of a bitch.
You want to get him really mad? I can give him your phone. Give you his phone number.
No, I don't feel like blowing up Tech's phone. That just sounds a little too mean. Blowing up his... Just give them enough notifications to rival lewds. Did you see that picture she sent to your Discord?
Nude? Right now?
Yeah. No, it was like back on the 4th. She had like almost 30,000 notifications.
Oh yeah. Yeah. I have quite a bit too, because there's a lot of servers out there that are just like there's people talking on those servers and they at everyone, but like the people that own those servers aren't around or haven't been active.
Yeah, see I'm in a server right now where if you at everybody, it's at over 900 people.
Yeah.
And it'll actually give you a warning. It's like, do you actually want to add this many people?
Yeah. I pretty much just pay attention to my own Discord. Like, even if I don't respond, I look at it like quite a few times throughout the day. Just to see what's up. I wish I had more time to just hang out and Discord during the day, but I'm afraid I'll get in trouble. I don't want to get in trouble. I don't want to get in trouble. Return of the Crimson Rose.
Alright, well I'm gonna head out for a bit. I'll be back probably.
No!
I'm sorry.
Don't leave. I'm pretty much by myself today. It's so sad.
Find somebody to pick on.
Orly, you've got a really big head.
Well, that's just me.
You said to pick on. He doesn't really have a head.
Being a meanie.
Yeah. I've never seen Orly's head, so couldn't be.
There you are.
Alright, I'll see you in a bit, Stan.
Alright, see you.
I need a bit of assistance. The Comte de Choisy is to be arrested today. He's an honorable man, certainly not deserving of the guillotine. The Crimson League and I are busy elsewhere. Could you prevent his arrest? He lives on the Rue des Bars, just south of Saint-Gervais Church.
Sûrement évadé d'un asile.
Take what you please, man.
Some good stuff here.
Where's his wife?
Too late. Dead. See what I can find in there.
I'm personally destroy the papers upon reporting back to the order, please.
Who is that? I won't come out. They've taken him, my husband, carried him away past the church. They spoke of the guillotine.
better than you.
My friend, the Crimson Rose will say...
Hello, my friend. Shut up about that stupid flower. So you just gave me. Move on, woman. Stay still.
I shall do as I please, peasant.
Back away, citizen!
About time someone freed me. Good God!
You want to meet my...
Monsieur, musclez tout. Un peu de calme.
Crimson Sunset. God, I hope this is the last Crimson whatever quest. Excuse me, coming through.
Lâchez donc cette mégère à la ligue velue. Venez plutôt vous divertir en ma compagnie.
Voici, vieillotte. Comprenons bien. Je ne parle pas de vous deux.
Parlons sans tarder et...
Oh no. I've discovered some distressing news about the Crimson Rose. The man you rescued, the Count de Choisy, is a Templar. All the nobles saved by the Crimson Rose are Templars. I've learned that the Count is about to be spirited out of Paris on a barge. It's docked near the Hôtel Fioubet. See that the Count doesn't get away. Then assassinate the Crimson Rose.
Kill the entire Crimson League. Got it.
No, you keep money around here. Where?
What's all that then? C'est bien moi d'être au mauvais endroit au mauvais moment. En quelque sorte.
Merci. Merci. Merci, monsieur.
Get over here!
Everything is ready. Be prepared. It will take several days to get to England. I'd like to dine with my cousin Lord first. Remember, our story is that we've got goods to deliver to Argenteuil.
Doesn't say he's dead. He's dead.
I kill you?
Wait, is he underneath? Oh, that would be just silly. Bugs. I'm so confused what I'm supposed to do now, because I think he's just bugged out.
You know the rules.
Alright, let's try fast traveling to here. Maybe if we fast travel, it'll reset that one guy. That's what I'm hoping for anyway. Alright. See if that works. I'm hoping it did.
holding out on me? It's your building. You know who the troublemakers are. Oh, get out of it!
Bien, je ne sais pas trop quoi en penser. Quelle est l'œuvre fondatrice qui a bouleversé notre monde? Étrange manière. Le pamphlet de l'abbé Sieyès, le père de la Constitution.
Wow.
Et combien même?
Okay, I can't do that one. How do we start the Dead King?
Monsieur, je crois que votre sens du service est très en avance sur cette chambre. La vérole de la cervelle.
Hmm. Okay. Should be not for sales, but here we go.
Hello?
Hey, it's a Tech Gladiator.
Sorry, I like totally crashed. They ended up letting us come back to work yesterday. And like I crashed last night and like I crashed when I got home today and I just woke up not too long ago.
Hello? It seems like we've encountered some kind of glitch.
Oh, you're playing Dead Kings.
Yeah.
You were almost gonna skip that because it's you
Not one more
said in
drop
Discord I'm
until
playing
your
Unity
bill
for
is
Syndicate,
paid.
and then you're like, okay, so I'm playing Unity for another night.
Yeah, I gotta set up the stream on PC.
He's with play Syndicate because you can't stream it and play it at the same time.
What a dreadful thing to say to
Hey,
your
oh well.
rescuer.
Then at
Did you
least
receive
next
my
time you
message?
play Unity, you can play the PC version.
I actually had a question for you today. I tried to call
Marseille
it.
on a ship to Egypt.
I saw that. I missed that. I'm sorry.
You have a clue as to the
I've
location of the
just been out of it the last couple days.
Alderson
Yeah, because
knew
like
he was being
Thursday night, I didn't
disappeared
get much
for
sleep
2
because I
days
couldn't
before his
sleep because
arrest.
I
He left
wasn't
this
planning on being back
behind.
to work till next week.
His
So,
manuscript must be in Louis IX's
and
tomb.
then
The Royal
Crypt crashed last night. But then worked
must
today.
warn you,
Then
monsieur.
crashed today.
The ghosts of the kings
crashed
wander
at
the
my
caverns.
desk.
When they corner their hapless victim, they
But
place
anyways,
upon his
what was
brow
your question?
a crown made of
And I see
knives,
your 3D anime
penetrating the
characters.
eyes, which leaked like
Is that just
grapes
like your
crushed
holdover
in
until I
harvest.
make
Still,
whatever
far
I'm
less
gonna
frightening than being
come up
crowned the
with?
next king
Yeah.
of France.
Or do you like it?
Speaking of graves,
I like this.
do your job.
Yes, monsieur.
You don't like this one?
Find the
well, I mean, it's anime. You know,
on which you condense time.
But if you like it, you know, and there's plenty of people who do like anime, so you don't have to go based on.
I made glasses, I made beard, I made a hat, but I don't really like the hat.
Oh, you made the hat?
Yeah.
Like custom made it completely, the model and everything?
Yeah.
It's locked us out of the Helix.
I hate this outfit.
Oh, you mean in Dead Kings?
Yes.
Well, I think you'll get to change it. I think, but you gotta wait until, or you can't you change it now?
Yes, absolutely, I can.
Change it then.
I believe I.
You need to find one of those other cool outfits. Or the Todd McFarlane one always works too.
Yeah, it does.
So yeah, I didn't get any spoilers for Unity to the end. So you were gonna skip this DLC. I thought you were gonna play it.
Now, I wonder where
playing
this
it now.
leads. Another DNA sequence, perhaps.
Kind of really want to get to the new Assassin's Creed game too. I've kind of played these.
Yeah, but they're good games.
I didn't say they weren't.
The royal crypt must be under the basilica.
And this gives you more time to wait for Cyberpunk's bugs to be worked out more.
Bring me Melio. You're a sweet kid. I think I might have to keep you.
Sure. I don't see a hay basket to.
What?
Oh, there's one, I guess.
Am I out of the other? Then yeah, I guess too later.
You're not authorized to go through.
You're never gonna show your real face again just because we said something about bringing the panda back? Oh, but you said this was something you were kind of like had in the works even before we brought that up.
Yeah.
Because you weren't really, it's not so much that you don't like the panda, it's that you want something that's your own original thing instead of copying. something that
Yeah.
other people also can use and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, which makes sense. Makes sense. Definitely understandable. Just wish it wasn't anime. I mean, do you like it?
Finish
Like-
your thing and see what it looks like. You've not sent me a test VRM. I don't even know if that's going to work in this program.
Well, I have to figure out how to get it into as a VRM. Yeah.
I mean, I like it for what it is. But
I mean, it's not terrible. My only issue is that it's anime, which even for anime, it's actually pretty good. Even like for being anime, I just wish like anime wasn't the only option. You know, like I wish they had kind of like more traditional kind of anime or animation or.
Yeah, well, we talked about
more
that. I wish they did too,
yeah.
but it's not there.
Yeah, it's basically intended for all these millennial anime obsessed people.
I mean, you could probably make a model for it. I just don't know how.
Right, we don't know like what file formats it could import.
When will we return to Paris?
So does it first need to go to Vroid, or we're bypassing by doing it the other way? We're bypassing Vroid and going into PC.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You're making a
Vroid-
complete character model.
Yeah.
And you know what? It don't have to look exactly like me. Like this. This is what I was talking about. Like,
well, I kind of did like the one that I sent you. Like, I just wanted to make some like further adjustments to it, maybe.
a little bit of stubble beard, some glasses, a hat, maybe a cigarette. But I'm allowed to look badass. It doesn't have to look like me. I'm playing a character. I can play the character.
You can be all like a super muscular, like, yeah.
I can be an actor. Put me in, coach. I'm ready to play. Fair enough.
Yeah.
How am I supposed to get in? Anyway.
There must be a secret entrance. Oh, hey, there's a stairway. See on the map? There's a stairway.
Yeah, it's
With
in
a
the
green
church,
dot.
but I got to get in.
Oh.
Sod all here.
has left
Right,
the building.
back to it.
Rest in peace.
You are very. Oh, you've gotten bad at being sneaky.
What?
So you've gotten as bad as me as I used to be on being sneaky. What?
Yeah, I did that on purpose.
No, you didn't.
No, I really did.
You let yourself die on purpose.
Yeah.
So you could try being sneakily.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Because, like, you're always talking about how bad I was at being sneakily. And, like, you should be superior. You're supposed to be, like, the stealth pro, man.
I haven't played this in a minute.
Pro. Well, not just for this game, but, like, for all games. Like, that's how you start off low level in
Now, I wonder where this detour is.
whatchamacallit?
Another DNA sequence, perhaps. Only one way to find out.
Oh wow, you
royal
like had to
crypt must
reload
be
back to
under
the
the
beginning of
basilica.
this thing.
Yeah.
But it still saved, at least it still saved your syndicate, or I mean, your synchronization of it. So still basically where you left off, because you didn't, other than doing the synchronization, you didn't really do that much. So, but yeah, they told us Thursday we could go back to work yesterday, so because we went through their pilot program so that we could get paid for part of the time we were out. And we got a test sent to us that we tested negative for, so we didn't have to stay out the whole 14 days. So instead of waiting until Tuesday to go back to work, we went back to work yesterday, which is good because we weren't getting paid for this second week anyway. So yeah, I wasn't really ready to go back, and I couldn't sleep, and then so went to work yesterday with not a lot of sleep, and then crashed, and then had to go to work again today, and then got home, and as soon as I got on my computer and sat on the desk, crashed for several hours at my desk. Yeah, so that's what happened to me. Kind of threw off my plans for, I mean, not specific plans, but in general, I was like going to play more Cyberpunk and work on more stuff.
It will be finished when the Commandant says it's finished.
Work on Thing for You. So, haven't really gotten to do much anything besides work the last couple days. That sucks. I'm sorry to hear about like the identity thing.
Yeah, they hacked my Amazon and ordered like $122
like,
worth of Xbox cards.
Did you have like a password that you reused on like other sites and stuff on it? Is that what you were using?
No, but they did get my credit card information. Amazon. It was just my Amazon account that got hacked.
So not so much like a full identity theft situation.
No.
Oh, that's good at least. But still, I mean, that sucks because now you're kind of don't have access to
I will keep the
Oh,
peace.
shit.
Got you.
Well, see, when you get found, use the gas bomb, then do ring around the Rosie bomb around a pillar, and then you can assassinate her. Like, just because you get caught doesn't mean you can't go back into stealth mode.
Hello, Sneaksby.
No, I'm not. You turned off some of the HUD widgets, didn't you? Because like it doesn't show the buttons. Because it usually shows the buttons in the upper right corner, and it's not showing them. And also like certain messages that come up. Now you turn that off completely. Playing hardcore in the hood.
I didn't dream it. You know the rules! You won't outlast me! Trying to lose me, corpse!
Do, 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 do.
Now, where are you hiding, Lee? Nothing. Nothing. Nothing here. Nothing here. Nothing. Simple as...
Where is it? The temple door is nearby. Look at the map.
There's nothing here. You've wasted my time with this fabrication.
Call my honor into question?
Your honor as a soldier. Don't make me laugh. You're free to break your contract. Then I'm also free. And I have savage tastes.
I misspoke, Capitan. I heard there's a list of all the relics that were looted from the tomb. I can take you to them. A fine alternative to the temple.
That's not what I want. Look me in the eye when I'm speaking to you. Do you want what I want?
Yes.
Good. Then we're in agreement. Find the temple, and you just might make it back alive. Pleasure working with you.
Pleasure working with you. Help me! Help me! Don't feed me to the rats!
Do I hear something? There must be a way out. Help!
Citizen.
Stay back, ghosts!
Look how fast this guy is. And he's gone.
Like, you should have been able to tackle him right as soon as...
Yeah, it wouldn't let me. I was tapping the O.
I kind of figured it probably wants you to chase him for a bit first. Oh, he kills.
Requiescat in
Gets
pace.
himself killed.
Makes no difference to you, does it? You're gone. Merci, monsieur. The map. Don Poirier's list of stolen relics in the Abbey Library. The manuscript must be on it.
So, did you try using the NVINC encoder, by the way?
Yeah.
And it still gave issues?
Do it.
It
Yes.
still gave issues?
Yeah. Kind of stuttery.
On the stream, though, not the game itself.
I'll turn it off.
Was it stuttery, like, just on the stream, or the game itself is stuttery?
Just on the stream. Just on the stream.
Surprised about the NVINC encoder then.
I'm playing on Inventing Encoder right now.
But you're using the capture card, so it's fine. No, I feel like now the GPU is my bottleneck over my CPU. on some games, I mean, they still run pretty well, but like as far as doing other things while you're playing a game. Oh, apparently Assassin's Creed Syndicate doesn't play as well on PS5. Like it has like some weird graphical issues on PS5. So it's not like fully supported. Oh, you did hear about that? Unity, of course, plays fine on PS5, but for some reason Syndicate doesn't. I mean, it plays fine, but it's more like just visual kind of glitches and stuff. Makes me wonder if like Ubisoft will make some kind of patch for it, but I doubt it. Just because it's an older game. Just because it's an older game is why I doubt it. But you never know. Oh, you never have fully upgraded your lockpicking skills, did you?
Yeah.
Oh, you did? Oh, yeah, 3 is still hard. It's just not as hard now when it's fully upgraded.
Damn it.
You gotta time it just right.
Oh.
Alright. Do you think it's like better to remove lockpicking, like in Ghost of Tsushima when you were lockpicking something, instead of doing a little mini thing, it just like had you hold down the button and while you lockpicked? What do you think is better, or do you like lockpicking mechanics?
Depends on lockpicking. Yeah.
Did you like Skyrim's lockpicking mechanics?
Yeah, I like Skyrim and Oblivion.
Did you like the one in here? In Unity?
Yeah. Really. More of a timing thing.
Yeah.
That's it. Grind him down slowly. Stop it! I'll make you pay!
Hell yeah! I'm a badass. I'm a badass.
Stando likes being a badass.
What's happening?
Stando likes being a badass.
Not getting to me. Turn and humble off somewhere now.
Oh no, Godspeed, citizen.
Come near me! You're a dead man!
Records and everything taken from the crypt. He watched the looters at work and traced them all. That is so good, it's employed by the National Monument Commission.
I don't care who he works for. I want those records. And the tombs? About the time Saint-Denis was renamed Franciade, looters decided to get their hands on the royal jewels. How do we restore order? Pray for a new government. I can't. I'll be arrested. And the tombs? About the time Saint-Denis was renamed Franciade, looters decided to get their hands on the royal jewels. How do we restore order? Pray for a new government. I can't. I'll be arrested.
I'll run my...
Just your friendly neighborhood.
Spider-Man.
Assassinino.
Spider-Man. Spider-Man. Does whatever a spider can. Spins a web any size. Catches thieves just like flies. Look out. There comes the Spider-Man.
Spider pig. Spider pig.
Ugh, another nutcase. So many of these.
Spider Pig is Spider Ham.
You know, creature.
Spider Ham, man.
Damn guardsman. Probably snooped into what didn't concern
Rough patrol,
you.
officer. I'd say it was vicious. No less than you deserve.
Some stumping's going on.
What happened to the monk's treasure?
Commandeered by the state, of course.
So we have it.
Not only that, but it's still in our camp. You did not hear that from me, obviously.
Keep him inside. He won't escape. Stay there.
Yeah, the kill.
Makes my bones ache just watching the idiot.
Get back, damn you!
Mon Dieu, signifie tout ça.
How did those guys not notice me? Okay. It does not matter.
Vous allez bien? Mon Dieu! Un cadavre? Allez! Allez!
Come here, you! Look like you need a fucking beating!
Don Poirier's list. It reads Condorcet manuscript, located in the old red house, and then a name, Léon.
Everybody's so quiet.
Everybody's so quiet. Why is that?
I don't know. Nope.
Citizen! On him! Go!
All I gotta do is escape, asshole.
That's the way to drive it. Why so back?
And go the wrong way.
Dead! Where are you? Get out where I can see you, Orson.
knock you senseless.
By the way, we got to find a vendor. Oh, is that the edge of the world? I can't go that way. You have reached the end of the world. Again, you have reached the end of the world. Gotta go. I'm so sorry. Your mother slept with pigs. What's up, guys? How we doing? I gotta get out of here. Your father was a hamster and your mother smelled of elderberries. I fought in your general direction. Come again and I'll touch you. I want some more time.
That's hardly fair.
And I'm dead. Monty Python.
Yep.
Excuse me, sir, but what the nationality are you? I'm a French. Can't you tell by my red sex?
Come here! I'll mash you like an old potato!
Said he was gonna mash me like an old potato. Whatever that means. I don't want to stick around to find out.
With you?
Ce n'était pas moi. Je jure sur mon âme. Toi, citoyen, Dieu te le rendra.
First thing I'll do is punch in those fellows of yours. There's nothing left here.
Hi guys. Bye guys. I got to go.
They're like, what? Are we supposed to do something?
Hey Asphalt, what's up, dude? How you doing? Hope you're doing good, dude.
Hey, it's Asphalt.
Back pain.
Oh, that's not.
Yeah, that pizza. I'm sorry, dude. Also, sorry there's not going to be any giveaway for what looks like to be a week or two.
No way.
I wish I still had whistle.
Yeah, I missed that in Unity.
Oh, lovely. Another capering loon.
Wait a minute.
Hey, that's not right.
I was just kidding. Well, there goes the rest of those.
Quick, if you ask nice! Shift your arm here,
Has to be more clean. Like, colors not all over the place, and the cap is cool. There needs to be a better color, or better quality color. I'm working on it, man. It's a working process. Progress! Progress! As long as you find me more tracks, that's what's important. That's pretty funny. Oh man, I tell you what, yeah, I'm so funny. Oh.
What, they have thieves tackle and wherever that is.
So what?
Have thieves to tackle wherever you are there too.
I guess, yeah. Sure.
Them dang thieves.
Yeah, them damn thieves.
It's probably the guy who
damn thief.
It's probably the guy who
yeah.
Used your Amazon account.
It's not funny.
Oh yeah, you can take it out on the game character. Be like, this is what you get for doing that.
I feel so violated though. So yeah, like I'm not gonna be able to.
Yeah, I know, it sucks.
Like I wanted to do a giveaway today. I had plenty of money, and somebody like decided, oh, I wanted to spend $500.
Did you have to like report it to the police or anything too, or
no?
How does like your FBI or?
Bonjour, does Leon live here?
I didn't.
Maybe PayPal and Amazon does that. I reported it to both of them.
We haven't seen him for days. Leave us in peace.
Has he been arrested again?
Not that I know of.
A lot of people would like to see his hands cut off. He's a vicious thief.
I need his help.
He went out to the windmill yesterday. I've not seen him since. Give him my name. Madame Margot.
Merci.
Please. Tell him to come home.
Oh, by the way, the person who gave me this whole idea was Asphalt.
To do this?
Yeah.
To do a V-Roid studio in VC?
Yeah.
Haven't you been working on it for like months or something?
For like when did you tell me to do that? Like a month and a half ago?
How on?
Asphalt? When you suggested doing some VTuber stuff. Oh, I don't know. I don't know. Tomorrow I'll be setting up a streaming PC. Yeah, you see I died. I did. That's exactly what happened. And damn it, Tick, I said you're not allowed to laugh.
I mean, what?
They won't listen to you. There, what did I tell you?
Attack.
I want that menace Leon behind bars.
Don't know about him.
It's a danger to this town. You know it.
But yeah, I did die.
You want to turn me in? Go on.
Godspeed, citizen.
What does... Okay, let's get Sharkbait's opinion. I want opinions. What do you think, Sharkbait? Actually, I need to go here. Yes. What do you think of the gap? The facial hair looks a little weird to you? Oh my god, like people were like, oh, it needs a beard, you look too young. And now you're saying, oh, well, now it looks too weird.
Can't make everybody happy.
I know.
Me, you mongrels.
The glasses don't have a frame. Yeah. Well, you know, the glasses were very hard.
The glasses are actually hair.
They're actually hair. So is the hat. And it was hard enough to make glasses out of hair. And I can't help it that the studio doesn't have freaking accessories yet. But most anime characters don't have frames anyway. I looked it up. Alright, that's it. This is what y'all get from now on. We'll just not do any faces.
No camera.
No camera, no faces.
à faire attention à mes dîners. Vous, qu'en pensez-vous?
I remember this DLC. It was pretty pointless.
Oh, did you play it before?
Yeah, I've played this.
Like when you first played the game?
I think I played it last time too. Maybe not. But either way, did I mention it was pointless?
You just did.
Keep what? Oh, you guys want your cake and eat it too, make fun of me?
C'est amusant, jusqu'à ce que quelqu'un se blesse.
That's just not.
You're doing no. I see you.
Just remember, this whole thing, Asphalt, your idea. Actually, I was looking for a way to make a model before he brought it up. But he did suggest the YouTuber thing, or VTuber thing.
He'll kill himself. Damn moderate! I'll go!
J'aurais tout vu.
Yeah, so the DLC feels kind of disjointed. You know what I mean?
Disjointed and
yeah.
I don't know what you mean by just.
It feels well because it feels like it's just tacked on. That it doesn't have a whole lot to do with the.
Well, it's a separate story. It's not.
But I mean, it's not all that good.
Is it worth playing through at least once? Like, if you haven't played it?
Yeah.
Like, I haven't played it.
Souhaitez bonjour.
But yeah, Asphalt said, I think it was about a month and a half ago. He's like, I hate to say it, but I think the only way you're going to make it is go with B2. And I was already looking at commissioning a. Do you know it costs like $2,000 to get somebody to commission a 3D model for Face Rig?
That's not surprising. It's not probably easy. I'm sure it's not easy. Everybody can do that. It'd probably be a lot cheaper.
Kill him!
You gotta make a living off their channels. Especially if they're doing something like that full time. So yeah, I can believe that. It kind of sucks because, you know, you gotta pay that, but you'd have to pay that.
To get people to create V-Roy characters, there's like hundreds of dollars.
Just to create a character?
Yeah.
You couldn't find anybody that charges only $5 or $20?
No.
Yeah, see? Well, shoot, I could do stuff like that and charge hundreds of dollars and.
That's what I'm saying.
So what you're saying is that you're not paying me enough.
No. What I'm saying is I'm your learning experience. And you've probably made more in that lifetime than work actual done.
I've probably made more what?
There's an intruder in the tunnels.
You probably made more than that off of me, lifetime-wise, than work actually done. Good point, huh?
I don't know. I've spent like I've had to like spend many hours doing thumbnails and editing and exporting videos, and I'm not talking about like total. I'm just talking about like I've had sessions where I've spent like a whole day exporting videos and stuff. So when you think about it, yeah. It's not that. It's not. I'm not doing it for the money. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know what I mean, Vern?
You greedy bastard. Feel like I've been more than fair.
I don't complain. Not like, man, give me a raise, Stan. You don't pay me enough, man.
So all this is, a lot of it is just exploring these tombs.
Oh, well, that actually is cool. We like tomb exploring, don't we?
Sure.
We liked it in Origins and Odyssey.
It's better in those games?
Oh, it's not. The tombs aren't as cool in this.
No.
more loot is not worth the blood. We find the door, we'll be bathing in coin. Back to work.
My character mad? Okay. Okay. Ah! Making sure I turned it off.
You're a child, not a You are a child.
Bloody hell, it was right in front of me.
Finally got it. Leon, here he What was that? I was
Alright.
We shouldn't be disturbing the slumber of the kings.
Don't tell me you believe the ghost stories.
I've seen one down below.
And how much had you been drinking, I wonder?
Strike. Get me, Paul.
Hey Edgar, what's up, dude?
You ever meet a noble, Leon? You ever heard a noble talk?
Edgar!
Descended from God, they were. Threads of gold arc from between their blessed legs into holy chamber pots. Then, Leon. Fountains of rubies spilled from their necks and rained down upon all of France. Now, a man born deep within the lowest circle of hell can rise to the very top of Olympus itself.
Unhand me, connard!
Is that what you want, little man? To rise up? I see it in you. Ambition. You're just like me.
Rose.
Commandant Bonaparte.
Any progress to report?
Only this.
Find me the door that this key unlocks, and I shall reward you beyond your wildest dreams.
What is behind the door?
This is our petite trespasser.
Who are you calling little? I'm nearly as tall as...
You need to learn a bit of diplomacy. Rose, I trust you'll show the boy to the surface?
Yep.
Of course, Commandant. Kill him.
What? No! Let me go!
You do it. He's only a child. I have children of my own.
The ghosts of the kings.
So much for the element of surprise.
Death will be your reward.
Stay back, monster!
I'm not a ghost. Madame Margot sent me.
Madame Margot? You are trying to confuse me.
Intruder!
Got it! Look at this! Help me! I can't...
Whoa.
Still confused.
Quickly, we have to hide!
So fast. I'm looking for a manuscript. It was taken from a tomb under Saint Denis.
I have it. It's in my fortress. We can get it later. How did you do all that? You're the best fighter I've ever seen.
Best fighter he's ever seen.
Where did you train?
In Paris.
Whoa. I practiced behind our house. I don't really have anyone to train with. All the freedom fighters are in Paris. Like you.
What about your mother?
Madame Margot? She's not my mother.
That's what the little boy
My
said.
mother is Morisco.
Oh,
She
what
had
does
to
he
go
know?
back to
He's
Spain.
just a kid. He has
That's
to
why
live
she had
life.
to leave me at the orphanage. I bet my parents will come back once France is safe. In here. For now, we're going to need weapons.
Just leave that to the professionals. Where did you get that?
I stole it from 2 raiders yesterday. Hid it here.
This is a fine gun.
Yes, I know. I know what I'm doing.
Which is?
Saving France. Now that you're here, it's gonna be a lot easier.
Saving France.
What?
We have to get that manuscript first. To protect it from the enemies of France.
Oh! All right. We need to get above ground.
The guillotine gun is a powerful tool of destruction that can be used in melee combat and as a devastating ranged weapon.
Hey, look at me! I escaped!
Get in!
Catch me, and Commodore will make you rich!
Catch that little rat!
Nice work. Don't let it go to your head.
don't have the lantern anymore?
Not bad.
What was that?
Found you! My sword! Bless you! Your death will make me rich. The sword will taste blood.
Whoa! You're better than all the stories!
That's because the stories aren't true.
This way out. I think.
You think? Or you know? Oh, kid.
No one of import has inquired after our activities.
There are rumors around town that the Marquis de Sade is asking questions.
Never trust rumors. He's destitute in prison.
Why do you employ such a man as Rose to find the temple? He does nothing for us or our aims. If I was in your place, I would not pander
What does a rat want?
Food, of course.
You appeal to their self-interest. But you have miscalculated. Your people are dead. I know the human animal. What you fear, what you love. Is Rose a bad man? Undoubtedly. But I, Napoleon, can control him and turn him to what is best for France. The masses will gladly renounce their freedom if all can entertain the hope of rising to the top. The artifact inside the temple, I will bring them the illusion of hope. And I will lead us to glory.
We have to stop him and save the people of France!
Rescuing them only delays the inevitable.
What's wrong with you?
You're going to get yourself killed for nothing, little man.
If you can't do it, then I can!
Stop! Leon! Come back here! Where are you?
You will not dare! You will pay for that! Can I help you out?
Hell yeah. First try. I like it when that happens. Oh.
On the locks.
Yeah.
Honor, Godspeed.
Serait-ce une espèce de jeu?
Okay, boy, where did you run off to? There he is.
Give me the manuscript.
Why? It has nothing to do with anything, does it?
I'm leaving the country. That's my way out.
What of the future? A free France where we all take care of each other.
Why don't you grow up? Forget France. You're on your own.
What happened to turn you into such a connard?
You can't save them. They're never coming back.
You are just like them.
We need to go to Paris to get some money. Anyway, hey guys, hang on. I'll be right back. Promise.
Will you?
Told you I'd be back. Tech was like, "Are you really gonna be back? Are you really?"
Yeah.
I know how you are, dude. I had to go get cigarettes, man.
Did you?
Yeah, I did.
Where'd you have to go get cigarettes from?
My car.
Did you?
Yes, I did.
Really?
What is your deal, Dillhole? Alright.
What is your deal?
No. The question is, what is your deal, Dillhole?
What is your deal,
Dillhole?
Stop that.
Good morning, sir.
Good turnout today.
Why are you so mean to me all the time, Stan?
Who's mean? Excuse me?
Why are you so mean to me, Stan? You know what I'm talking about.
Excuse me what?
You know what I'm talking about. Why are you so mean to me?
You don't even know what you're talking about.
You're so mean to me.
You have no idea.
So mean to me. Stando, please. Don't be so mean to me. Stando, don't hurt me. Don't hurt me.
I want to hurt him.
No, I said Stando, don't hurt me no more.
No, I said I
Stando,
want
don't
to hurt you.
me.
Yes.
Stando, don't hurt me no more. Dun, 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 dun. Don't hurt me no more. Stando, don't hurt me.
You're so weird.
You're so weird.
You're so weird.
You
don't even know.
You don't know.
Oh yeah? Look at Arno now.
Don't hurt me. Don't hurt me no more. Whoa. Look at Arno now, legendary phantom. Are you the legendary phantom? Stando is the legendary phantom. Jeez.
Whatever, you like it.
Huh?
You gotta admit, that's pretty badass.
The legendary phantom?
Yeah.
Did you just finally unlock it?
Yeah.
Ce maudit Ernaud m'a dénoncé au père Anselme. Tout ça pour avoir couru après la haie.
Oh, was it the Phantom outfit you liked? I thought you liked the Prowler outfit.
I like both.
Yeah, because I like the Prowler outfit. But yeah, the Phantom outfit is actually kind of cool too. You got that mask. You like green.
Now I'm wearing the Prowler chest.
Oh, why aren't you wearing the Phantom chest?
Because the Phantom chest looks stupid. The legendary Phantom chest looks retarded.
If you color it green, you'd be Green Arrow.
It is green.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
There you go. Except that you don't have any bow and arrows in this thing here.
I mean, it's black and green, but yeah. Nope, this game doesn't have any bow and arrow. But you know what game does? Do you know what game does, Tech?
Origins and Odyssey.
And
Valhalla. And Assassin's Creed 3.
Yeah, but bow and arrow was useless in that.
Was it?
Pretty
I used it.
For hunting. It was useless in combat.
Was it?
Yes. The tomahawk and the pistol was the way to go in combat.
You never did some stealth takedowns, stealthy arrow shots?
No. The hidden blade was always best stealth. Now,
I mean, from a distance,
that being said, the rifle that Shay had is badass.
Yeah, it was.
I think that's the only thing I liked about Rogue was that freaking rifle. It's so true. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Well, I've had time of my life. Never felt this way before. I swear it's so true. And I owe it all to you. Y'all need to see the have you seen the He-Man Skeletor Dirty Dancing thing?
No.
Oh my god! We're watching it right now. It's more important than this.
It's more important than this. It's more important.
Oh, yes.
Alright, let me turn the volume up.
Okay.